was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brees.
And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Brees to throw. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brees. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Stay focused. Come on. All right. I got you. Ready. Mike 47. On the arm.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Had some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
You got nothing. Watch twist. Bang. He's right, 59, ready. Switch. Check. Got it. Spot.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Finding room to the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ryan, and it's caught. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Watch the whip. 64, weak.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Breeze going to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have logical pep in theirs.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, it's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the night. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side, complete. That's Freeman. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Hey, express! March 47! Bring it! Out! Hey, express! Check! Ready, set!
On 3rd down, Ryan.
Oh, he's right
and the
there.
pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Breeze now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Being chased out left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's got room. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
No game, no phone.
Good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
21! 39!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh my God, how the fuck he didn't catch
You've always
that?
been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an
Oh
adjustment.
my,
there
throw
to
it
see if they
over
can
the
build
nigga
on
head,
that
Matt
stop.
Ryan.
Another throw on
Damn.
second down, and this
What
one
you doing?
incomplete as well. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run here with Freeman, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year, and the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Oh yeah, your manager said you work at 7 in the morning, dude.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
You don't think they cut a phone off, dude? That's what I'm saying.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
We go 21.
To throw is Breeze. Going
Said
for
what
the
now,
deep
Cole?
ball. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to get it to his
No,
running
oh,
back.
I'm sorry,
Alvin Kamara.
070612.
And it'll bring up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Watch the slant.
Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 43.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Ready. 95, 56, 59. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here we go.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Breeze again. Smith catches left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Breeze to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's my fault.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alpha. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Begin.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run with Freeman. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, express. 47 to Mike, boys, 47. Go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Ryan, and he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Wait! Check! Hey! High 7. 6-man. Check girls.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Here we go. Check the call.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your child.
Oh, that boy, Marshawn Lattimore.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Dang. He reacted fast as fuck to that shit.
Something to hang their
Tried
hat
to
on,
throw it so he couldn't get to it. He still got to it.
Happy about this play.
Oh, hell mercy.
Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Easy. Stay at home.
Breeze going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, easy.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
20. Stop.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan looking in zone for Jones.
Oh, my God. Jones, you supposed to, boy.
He was looking for Julio Jones.
Yeah, I'm looking for Julio. That's fucking Julio. What you mean?
You've got the big lead. If you're coaching Charles, you
Apple
still
ain't
take
that
shots
fast.
like that downfield.
You can get his
I'm a
ass
little more
deep.
concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Oh, yeah. Big boy. You weren't paying attention. You caught him sleep in.
15 yards on the play. 1st down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
25. So don't say nothing. 20.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game. Look better on that play. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Shit, boy.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Breeze to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
Thank you.
And now here is another interception.
Gonna be Michael Thomas crazy, man. I don't know, man.
Return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this
rumbling,
one.
bumbling, fumbling.
But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Bryant going to give to Freeman on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.